Welcome everybody in. It's PGR eSports live from Talladega Super Speedway for the Dega Pros Little Guys Series season number 6. And man, am I excited to be calling this race here for you guys tonight. I'm your host, Michael Triscaro, hoping to get my co-host Matthew Baker in here soon enough. But we are live here on PGR eSports, and you see it right there. It's a 5-race series. This is season number 6, and we've had 5 different winners thus far here in the Little Guys series, all graduated out of it. I was your first champion in the first season, Joshua McCullough. He was the winner of season number 2. Justin Mills, the winner of season number 3. And Mike Davenport, JR Miller, they are also winners. JR Miller, your last winner, so they won seasons 4 and 5. So 3 out of the 5 seasons here at Dega Pro Little Guys Series were won by Team PGR. But right now, they're down to Brock Westmoreland, Nathan Rostasil, and Tyler Vickery. So they are, they're not going to have all their teammates here tonight. So it should open the door for Team KSR and some other teams here tonight to get the job done. But there you see, it's a 5-race series. The top 15 drivers in points after 5 races make up the championship race. The 5-race winners make the championship race. So if you win the race, you are locked in to that championship race. $50 of the pot each week will go towards the championship race funds. So last place equals a point, 1 point or more for each position. The winner of the race, 5 more points than second. So there you have that. You get a point for being on the pole. You get a point for leading a lap. You get a point for most laps led. So the championship race entry would be $30, and the weekly payouts for what is I believe a $15 entry are $90 to first, $60 to second, $30 to third, and that's based on 20 drivers. And we got weekly races of 40 laps, 40% fuel, no fast repairs, and 3 green-white checkers. And there you see the championship race, 100 laps, 100% fuel, no fast repairs, and 3 green-white checkers. So, and you also have $50 going to the series points winner. So after 4 races, the series champion there, as we bring you into a live Talladega Super Speedway. I'm your host yet again, Michael Triscaro. Hopefully going to get Matthew Baker up here with me tonight. But we are live and we are ready for some action as all these cars on the track here tonight getting ready to go. One new fact here for the Little Guys Series is they moved from the Craftsman Truck Series to the Xfinity Series car. Back when iRacing had an update, it changed the packages just a little bit there, and it seems like right now that B car, the Xfinity car, is the one you want to be in on these drafting tracks at Talladega, Daytona, and Atlanta Motor Speedway. So, which is kind of nice. It's a little different than the trucks, different way to push, and we're going to see some awesome, hopefully 3-wide racing tonight. You never know, we might get 4 wide. So looking forward to calling this race, season 6 of the Little Guys Series, race number 1. And yeah, I'm getting excited. We'll have to take you down the track here, see if anyone is on track, getting ready. You see, we're going 40 laps here tonight, 40% fuel. So a little bit shorter race than what we've had in the Little Guys Series, which I think it'll make it a very, very good race. And hopefully we could get a green flag stop there for you guys tonight as we get live down here to the track. And we'll see who is out on the track qualifying right now. And it looks like we're actually gridding up, so perfect timing here to take you to the grid as Devin Ray of Team KSR will be on the pole here tonight. As we bring up your official grid, and you see, let's slide over just a tad, and you will see Devin Ray of Team KSR on the top of the board with Logan York on the outside front row. In row number 2, Hyper Motorsports, Heath Job and PGR's Brock Westmoreland. Row number 3 tonight, it's Chris Walker, Team KSR, and Landon Velicky, a One-Stop Motorsports. Row number 4, Richard Elliott of BAR and Mark Vondell of McCullough Motorsports. Row number 5, that's Danny Barnes from Hyper Motorsports and Aubrey Thompson in 10th from BAR. Josh Giambrone. He will start in 11th tonight with Ron Morse Jr. starting in the 12th position. And starting in 13th on the grid here tonight will be Bobby Forbes of Hyper Motorsports. And starting 14th will be Adam Young from Texas. Starting 15th is Evan Carlbon. He's been the winner of a couple of the PGR recruitment races for SummerSlam. And Tyler Vickery, he'll start 16th for Team PGR. Starting 17th tonight is Ryan Peterson. Starting 18th, Brandon Meast. Nice to see a couple new names here in the Dega Pro Little Guys Series. Starting 19th here tonight, Jared Haynes from One Stop Motorsports. And starting 20th is Jonathan Herbert. Starting 21st on the grid is David Flanagan. And starting 22nd from Ohio on Team PGR, Nathan Rostisil. Starting 23rd, well, that's not me. Entered as a driver. That is my mistake. So we're going to bump Chase Mistretta up to spot number 23 tonight. Spot number 24 will go to Timmy Lewis Jr. Spot 25 will be Paul File. And position number 27, well actually 26, will be Tucker McClendon. Starting 27th on the night will be Joey Galati. And your 28th starting position will go to the newest Team PGR member, the kid, the 14-year-old from the west of Chicago. That's Ethan Eckert. As you see, the cars are filing here behind the pace car as we are on the pace lap as we get ready to go green here for season number 6 in the Dega Pro Little Guys Series. Man, I'm excited to call this one for you guys here tonight. We're going to bring up our scoring tower. There you see it on the left-hand side. The right-hand side in the corner, you'll see the Dega Pro Little Guys Series logo. And the bottom right, got to give a shout out to iRacing. Without iRacing, obviously we couldn't be on this service hosting these awesome races by all these great drivers here tonight. Devin Ray in the chat and on the pole. He is ready to go. LFG. Tyler Vickery also in the race here tonight, carrying an onboard camera, which we'll have a couple of those here tonight, it looks like. We'll have, no, just Tyler Vickery here tonight on the onboard, so we'll hopefully get an interview with him here when we can. As Devin Ray messaged me, and he is Team JSR, the Jack Shack tonight. And I'm sure he wants to get that JSR Toyota Supra to victory lane here. Lock himself into the championship. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you all are looking forward to this race as well. When we go green, we'll let you hear those engines come to song here at Talladega. You see the Mustang pace car ready to peel off here at Talladega as we get set for 40 laps of 3, maybe 4 wide action here at Talladega Super Speedway. As all these cars get down here into the tri-oval. Yeah, see the flag stand there and the green flag as we get close to the Geico restart zone. The green flag is in the air at Talladega Super Speedway for the Little Guys Series, season number 6. And already some fierce action here tonight. Logan York is taken to the point on lap number 1. Devin Ray, he's going to drop to the back a little bit and try to stay out of any chaos we might have here early. Got some new drivers involved here in season number 6. So he's going to take his chances by going to the back. You see the OSM. Oh, Logan York, he's going to drop to the apron. The number 2 of Logan York, he's also going to drop back to the pack here. You see him filing to the back. Might be a good idea. Landon Bellicky now. He's going to take the point here at Talladega Super Speedway. He's in the red and black OSM Mustang here tonight. Here comes the 59 on the outside. That's Mark Bondell of McCullough Motorsports. And right now it's 2x2 all the way through. No 3-wide racing here yet as Landon Bellicky, Mark Vondel lead him through the tri-oval. Mark Vondel, he's going to go all the way up, and that's going to open the door for, I believe it's Aubrey Thompson from the BAR Ford, as he is going to try to get a push here. It looks like from Mark Vondel, who is filed back in, the 00 is going to be onto the apron. It looks like he's going to go to the back as well. So right now, some of these guys are going to drop all the way to the back and save their stuff for when it matters. Here comes Heath Job, Hyper Motorsports, in the 760. And he's always up front here at these super speedway tracks. And that beautiful Chevy Camaro, awesome paint job, and I'm sure Heath Job was the painter on that one. He is not just a race car driver, he also paints a lot of these paint schemes you'll see out here on the track, as he gives a hand to not only Hyper Motorsports, but Dega Pros promotion, PGR promotion. Heath Job carries a lot of hats here in the money racing community. As you see Landon Bellicky, he's going to go up to the high line, and there goes Aubrey Thompson, a sharp-looking car here for him tonight in that 6'9". He's going to push Brock Westmore and Team PGR to the front here. And so far, it's 2x2, and everybody taking it a little bit easy here to start the new season. No fast repairs tonight. That should make these guys think twice about taking some chances here a little bit too early in this race. And right now you see Brock Westmoreland drop back just a little bit. A previous winner in the series before. As Aubrey Thompson now to the point from Trinity, North Carolina. And he'll have to find some help here tonight. Looks like he might be racing by himself. And sometimes that works out for the best. Sometimes you get clouded with a couple too many teammates in your voice, in your ear, and you make the wrong move. And right now he's just chilling out front here, leading this pack around this 2.66 mile super speedway. A little bit farther on back, you see here Adam Young in the 29 machine, showing up in the 8th position right now. New driver here to the series, Brandon Meese. A little bit farther back in 12th place right now, as he gets his feet wet here in the money racing community. Another new name I see, Timmy Lewis Jr. from Webster, New York, as he sports that beautiful 41 Toyota. Oh man, I'm looking to maybe win this race here tonight will be Chris Walker, as we have our first caution of the night, a big wreck. As we're taking you through the field, a huge wreck here tonight. Bobby Forbes involved. You see him there in the 5 Hyper Motorsports machine. And on lap number 7, we get our first caution. And we're going to take a look and try to find out exactly what happened here. And we'll super slow motion. And you could already see them right there in the middle of your screen. We're going to rewind it back just a little bit. And we're going to try to ride on board here with the 87 of Jonathan Herbert. We'll have to get to a chopper camera here and really see what happened here in the middle of this pack. You see the 4 car wash up a little bit. He's going to come back down and just get right into the 5. Wow, a lot of net code there between the 4 and the 5. A lot of net code 4 into the 760. Man, I saw a lot of net code last night too. We might have an issue here with this B car. While it's the most fun on super speedways right now, the net code is not great, and that's what's going to bring out your first caution here of the night. We'll show you and explain exactly what happened here, but you could just see it. Watch this very slowly, and we'll have to get onto the 5 machine of Bobby Forbes, and slow this down. You'll see it. Watch the 4. He's in the middle of the screen. He's going to come down a little bit as the 5 comes up a little bit. And watch this net code. They don't even touch. And you'll see them spin out. Right there. And the 4, while he was going to go right up into the 760 anyways, the net code occurred before that. So unfortunate turn of events there right now. The 87 of Jonathan Herbert hard into the outside barrier. The 4, ton of damage for him. Rear end damage to the 87. Heath Jove, obviously, a lot of damage for him. And with no fast repairs here in the Dega Pro Little Guy Series, those cars are fixing a lot of damage on pit lane here. As your current leader is Aubrey Thompson, Richard Elliott in second, Mark Vondell third, Brock Westmoreland, he is showing up in fourth on my scoring, and Ron Morris Jr. in your top 5. And you see the pace car leading him around. Our first caution of the night in the Dega Pros Little Guy Series. We'll see if we can get a word with one of the drivers here tonight. See if we can bring up Tyler Vickery before we get going green. He is carrying an onboard camera here tonight. And he's driving the 124 machine for PGR eSports out of Orlando, Florida. As we try to bring Tyler Vickery up here into the booth. Tyler Vickery, Team PGR, you got a copy, bud?
Yes, I do.
All right, man. Well, it's a new season here, Dega Pro Little Guy Series, and action is just getting underway. But I'll tell you what, I already have our first caution here of the night. Tell us how the racing's going so far.
Pretty calm, other than that little wreck that happened. I kind of got worried I was going to get caught up there for a second, so I was like, full brakes. But thankfully, I didn't hit anything, so that was the only beneficial stuff about it. So I'm happy with that.
Well, that's a good thing. It looks like you're making another stop down pit road right now, maybe double pitting here, taking some more fuel here tonight. About how many laps for our viewers can you guys go on a green flag run?
I want to say it's about 15. I want to say, like, for me, I'm trying to run like 90-80% throttle, and then plus, like, during the cautions, I am like also like full saving. I'm shutting off the car completely too, and full clutch while I'm just coasting through. So trying to save as much fuel as I can to make it a little bit longer than everyone else.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a little bit different season for you guys here at Team PGR. You've lost quite a few drivers to the championship. Myself, yeah. Mike Davenport, JR Miller. You know, you're down to 3 guys here running tonight. Does that change anything for you guys? Or are you guys still thinking you guys are the team to beat here?
Yeah, it changes up a little bit. I mean, Brock and I still feel like we're the team to beat. I mean, we've been way better on strategy compared to everyone else. So just going to keep that mindset until one of us wins again. And then it's going to be trying to figure out what we can do of teaming up with some others and then just trying to win the hard way.
Well, yeah, that's what you're going to have to do. It looks like we had a lot of net code here, it seems to be, here in the Xfinity Series car lately. And unfortunately, it's the best package on super speedways, but we're seeing a lot of net code. And kind of, you know, is that something you're kind of scared of? Does that change how you race, you know, in the pack side drafting, just to make sure you don't, you know, get involved with something that's out of your control?
A little bit. I kind of more just try to watch what I can do, and then just like when I push, I try to be as very cautious as what I can on the pushing. So it's just more trying now to survive these laps that we still got. I mean, we still got 30 laps to go, so gonna be fun.
All right, Tyler. Well, we enjoyed talking to you, man. You're about to go back green here at Talladega. Good luck tonight. Hope to talk to you later.
Yep. Thank you.
That was Team PGR driver Tyler Vickery as we get set to go back green here at Talladega Super Speedway. It's Aubrey Thompson, Richard Elliott, lead them down to the green. We are green for the second time here tonight. start that lap the same way here, but it looks like the 02 might inch ahead of the 69. It's going to be a drag race here at the line. Neck and neck is Richard Elliott and Aubrey Thompson. Looks like the 02, Richard Elliott, might have led that lap. Here's the 59 on the bottom here, Mark Vondell. Great run here early for him. Brock Westmoreland in that train, blue, white, and orange vehicle. And here comes the 94. The 94 is going to be Paul Flisle. So Paul Flisle, a little bit newer here to the money racing scene as well. So good to see some new drivers up here tonight. Danny Barnes, you see them, a mainstay here in the super speedway money racing scene in the 7 for Hyper Motorsports. So interesting to see some of these newcomers do some damage here. We've had a lot of recruitment races for the PGR eSports. SummerSlam 499. It's brought some new faces here to the scene, along with John Ward and his pot races at Dega Pros, which have been running pretty rampant lately. And you know, we're doing a probably really good job of getting some new guys into the scene. We need an influx of new drivers here. So it gets a little stale at times with some of the same guys, and it's nice to see a new crop of drivers here tonight. One of them, Ethan Eckert, you see him a little bit farther back, the newest member to team PGR. I'll tell you what, this kid can drive. Only 14 years old, picked up by one of the biggest teams here on the service, and Ethan Eckert has been showing some talent out here on the track. You know, he's just got to rein things in just a little bit. He will grow, he will learn, and he's under the wings of some very good drivers. And once he can kind of temper his, expectations out there on the track and just go with the flow and take things as they come, he's going to be one of the guys to beat. And he was the guy to beat on Thursday night at Atlanta in the PGR eSports Intimidator Super Speedway Series. And fortunate EOL that a lot of drivers disagreed with Austin 12 his race that night. But the reason why I bring that up is we had a track temperature of over 140 degrees. Only one set of tire you can change, and for a kid to be up there leading a couple of Coke Series drivers, I mean, this Ethan Eckert kid is here, and he's here to stay. So it'll be interesting to see his growth here over the next couple of months. Back up front, though, is going to be Brock Westmoreland. You see him leading some laps here yet again. He is a winner here before, and he'd love to get the championship here this season. Danny Barnes now on the top with Jared Haynes, both of them carrying the number 7 here tonight. As Jared Haynes goes to the point, will he clear down? He's got the spot. He is going to take it. That's going to open up the door for Danny Barnes here on the top. So some good racing here early on. Heath Job's going to go down a lap, and unfortunate for Heath Job. The bad luck continues for Heath, and we've all been there, and it's not fun. But we see here's another man coming into the factory. He's in that 24 Trump car here tonight, dodging bullets left and right. It's Trump, and he is on a train heading to the front. It's Ron Morris Jr. looking for some more here at Talladega. Man, we are pushing hard here on the top lane. All three of those guys up front, and here we go. We are 3 wide finally here at Talladega Super Speedway. 15 laps in. Here comes the Jack Shack. It's Devin Ray, Chris Walker on the outside. They are going to lead a little bit of that charge. Somebody else here jumped in front of them. We'll have to see who that is. It looks like Timmy Lewis Jr., so those three getting connected here. The Jack Shack went to the back. Now they're going to the front, ready to get into action here at Talladega Super Speedway. Here goes Paul Flisle. He sees the run coming. Oh, here's another player. We're going to keep jumping out. Everyone wants to dig. Jack Shack, they're going to look like they're going to go 4 wide. They're going to go back down, make it back to 3 wide here. And they're going to leave those guys out to dry and try to pick up a couple more spots. In the meantime, Danny Barnes, he's to the point leading. So both the 7 cars here tonight, side by side for the lead. It's Danny Barnes, Jared Haynes, as we enter turn number 3. see Richard Elliott here, third on the inside. Richard Elliott, one of the best drivers here in the little guy series. Luck always not on his side, but I'll tell you what, he's going to be a factor before this race ends here tonight. That 0-2 right there on the bottom, fourth in line right now, as he's got a teammate behind him. So we do have a couple BAR teammates here tonight. Right now they're linked together here with Aubrey Thompson and Richard Elliott. As Ron Morris Jr. is clear, he is to the bottom, and we might, Danny Barnes washes up the track just a little bit, gets into the 29 of Adam Young. Luckily for them, no incident right there. Ron Morris Jr., he is in the lead, looking stout there in the red, white, and blue, as it looks, ooh, man, I don't know. I don't know if the third lane's just not working, if these guys are just taking it easy. It is a shorter race here for the Dega Pros Little Guys Series than normal, so I would think we will be going back to 3 wide racing soon as we file back to 2 wide. 23 laps to go here. So far, Ron Morris Jr., he's going to go up. That's going to open the temps up here for the 7 of Danny Barnes. The 29 there is Adam Young. He's going to push Ron Morris Jr. here down the Alabama Games super stretch. David Flanagan now here, a player in the top 5. You see him and the SLF, the Sly Fox racing machine there. Black and white. Now we're back to 3 wide. It's the Jack Shack Team KSR, Devin Ray, and Chris Walker heading to the front with Landon Velicky in tow of them. And we're going to find out if that third lane works, because those guys are some of the best to do it. Sharp looking cars right there, the black and yellow. Here they come. We have 4 on the top now. It looks like Carl Bond as well. We are finally 3 wide racing here at Talladega as action is picking up. Ron Morris Jr. there in the middle. The 7, Danny Barnes, he's doing a great job of leading here on the bottom. Action's picking up. Can Devin Ray clear with the 23? Pushing him hard down the backstretch. It looks like he is clear. Will he go down? He will. He'll take it right in front of Ron Morris. He's actually going to go all the way to the bottom. That's Devin Ray making moves here at Talladega. Heath Job on the apron going down yet another lap. We are 3 wide, 2 KSR, 2 Jack Shack Toyotas here on the bottom of the top, and Ron Morris Jr., the sandwich in the middle. And this is the racing we came here to see. That's the racing all these fans you see in the stands came here to see. 3 wide Talladega, and now Walker, he gets to the middle lane. Both of these guys racing in tandem to the front. Landon Velicky now, he's on the top. Can he clear? We saw these 2 JSR guys do it, and right now he's getting a push from the 661 of Joey Galati, and we got more players here in the third as well, so look for Velicky here shortly to try to clear down in front of Chris Walker. That third lane has come alive here at Talladega. 21 laps to go. It'll be 20 when we get to the line, and we are racing here right now. And I'll tell you what, fuel will play a factor. We will go and have some green flag stops if we are to stay green. You see the 87. He's about to go a lap down. He's going to be cautious, get to that apron, let these leaders go right on by. Still stay 3 wide with just 2 abreast here on the top. But it's all teammates here right now in the Jack Shack on top. Ron Morris, a hard push here to 23 of Chris Walker. Chris Walker is clear. He will take it. So both Jack Shack Toyotas here on the bottom. That's going to open back up the door for Ron Morris Jr. as he's getting pushed by Adam Young. So right now the class of the field is JSR, probably Ron Morris as well, as we've seen also Danny Barnes here now up in the top 5. And into the wall, it looks like just a little nudge into the wall, Joey Galati, as he will have to file back in line here at the back of this pack while we have some time to go through our field to try to meet some new drivers here tonight. Here's Paul File, Webster, New York, hanging out here in the back. He is in the 94 machine. Nice to see Paul out here on track. Problems here tonight for Heath Joe, Jonathan Herbert, Brandon Meese, Ryan Peterson. Nathan Rossisel being shown a little off the pace right now. Nice to see Chase Mistretta up here in the 8, the king of beers, Budweiser Chevy. A little bit farther up is Bobby Forbes, the number 5 machine. Hyper Motorsports. And everybody's favorite driver, promotion side, it's Logan York in the 2. And look for him to be making a push up to the front here very shortly. Up front is still Chris Walker leading his teammate Devin Ray in the 2. And they will hug this bottom with Danny Barnes because they are all going to be getting lower and lower on fuel, and they'll all have to make a green flag stop here tonight if we stay green. And we would love to see it because that'll really separate the men from the boys here tonight on pit road. A lot of these races come down to pit road, getting on and off as fast as you can without getting a penalty. And I'll tell you what, we've seen JSR have some struggles in the past, and we are going to have some live pit stops right now. Here comes Brock Westmoreland and Team PGR. Danny Barnes as well. You see Bobby Forbes hard on the brake. As here come these drivers down pit road. You see Danny Barnes, he's going to peel off in his stall. Bobby Forbes, man, he was hard on the brakes. Let's pull up the track map for everyone right now with the car numbers so you can see where all the leaders are at. They're going to be exiting turn number 2. You got plenty of cars though that came right here. You see, getting left sides in Goodyear race fuel, or sorry, Sunoco race fuel and Goodyear tires. Brock Westmoreland doing a great job of beating those guys off. And here comes the leaders. We'll have to see if they come down pit road now. Chris Walker, yes, they are. They're going to lead them down. Heavy on the brakes is Chris Walker. There goes Landon Velicky. He's going to make up a couple spots coming into pit road. All fanning out 4, even 5 wide here on pit road. What a great stop for all these drivers. Can they get into their box without hitting each other? Excellent job by all these drivers to come down pit road. Here comes the Jack Shacks, Devin Ray, Chris Walker. Velicky into his box. So is Logan York, Richard Elliott. We're going to get left side, Goodyear tires, Sunoco race fuel. The race off pit road is on. And it's going to be led by Landon Velicky. Ooh, the 12 there, Ethan Eckert. We'll tell you right now, he was 2 rights for on that line. He's going to have to hope not to get a penalty here tonight. We'll have to see if Ethan Eckert, that might cost him his night. It'll be very close for an unsafe pit exit. But we're going to see the race for the lead here in a second. Here comes Brock Westmoreland. You could start to see him coming to the screen. Now you can't. I'll tell you what. These guys that came in 1 lap later might have the advantage. We'll have to see if Brock Westmoreland gets a run on these leaders. But right now, Landon Velicky is going to cycle to the front with Ron Morris Jr., Ethan Eckert, Jared Haynes, Devin Ray, your top 5. We'll have to see if Ethan Eckert was not penalized there on exit. Brock Westmoreland was the first to pit in the other grouping, and there he is right there. So looks like these guys will catch the leaders. There's a gap in between, but it's not big, and Richard Elliott is the bridge man right now. And all single file here. Looks like if we do go green, we might have 1 more green flag stop. And that'll come very late in this race, so it is going to be interesting. Don't leave us here. Get that popcorn ready because there's still a lot of action left here. Talladega Super Speedway with 15 laps to go. There you see Brock Westmoreland trying to make a charge up to the front. I believe he's with his teammate. He found him. It's Tyler Vickery pushing his teammate here to the front. And I'll tell you what, 2 cars are doing a lot of damage here on that high lane. But luck might run out for the 1-2-4. If he's able to push Brock Westmoreland clear, he is going to have nowhere to go but backwards. So right now, these 2 teammates are going to stay here on the outside, as we will have to stop for fuel at least 1 more time here tonight. Landon Velicky still leads. Ron Morris Jr. doing a great job right now pushing him. Ethan Eckert, no penalty for him. So Ethan Eckert cycled up here to the front. So 3 Team PGR drivers right now in the top 5. So as soon as we lose a bunch of PGR drivers, we add one. And ooh, Landon Veliky off the pace. He's going to go to the apron. Not sure if that was planned or it was a bad push by Ron Morris Jr., but Veliky off the pace on the apron. Let's see if he gets back up into the racing surface here. He's going to do a great job of that, so he won't lose too much track position, but probably a little bit of a bad nudge from Ron Morris Jr. Veliky's able to file back in here. David Flanagan behind him. Richard Elliott, Danny Barnes, Bobby Forbes rounds out your top 10 drivers here right now. Brock Westmoreland gets a push all the way to the front of this pack by his teammate Tyler Vickery. And Brock Westmoreland back to the point, but unfortunately for his teammate Tyler Vickery, he has nowhere to go. He's going to have to find a way to get in. Will Landon Veliky, his teammate, let him in? Looks like he might, and he does. And Team PGR now 3 out of the top 4. They're going to pick right up where they left off the last 2 seasons. Team PGR right here, dominating here in the front of the field. Single file racing right now. All these drivers are going to have to stop at least one more time for Sunoco race fuel. They might have to do it under green. 12 laps to go. We're going to have 11 to go at the line. When we get within the last 10 laps, we are going to get on the edge of our seats and bring you all the action, because I'll tell you what, it's going to heat up here at Talladega. All the fans getting ready to stand up here. 11 laps to go. And like we said before, Ryan Peterson, Brandon Meese, Jonathan Herbert, Heath Job, Nathan Ross is still all the guys not on the lead lap right now. But first all the way to 23rd are. So 23 drivers of 28 here tonight, all on the lead lap, all have a chance to win here to start the Little Guys Series season number 6 and lock themselves into the championship. We're going to go up high above Talladega Super Speedway and the Goodyear blimp, and just give you a good idea here as we go through the field just a little bit farther back. Here they come. It's Chris Walker, Devin Ray leading the charge with the 94 of Paul Flyle, as things are going to be picking up, because I'll tell you what, this crew, including the 71 machine, that is Evan Carlban, they're going to make their way right to the front here. Brock Westmoreland sees that. He's going to go to the middle. Is he going to get split is the question. Nope, the 94 is going to pick him up. We are 2 wide racing. Ooh, a big nudge from the 94 to Brock Westmoreland there. Good job by Brock to hold that train machine on the track. Ron Morris Jr. now to the lead. And problems up there, it looks like, for Nathan Ross. So it looks like we have a problem a little bit farther back. There's Heath Job. Not sure if that was Danny Barnes, the 7. Yeah, it was Danny Barnes in the 7. Man, he was up here in the top 5 for quite a while here tonight. And problems here for him with 10 laps to go, 9 laps to go now. Ron Morris Jr. leads, Tyler Vickery in 2nd, and Team PGR's Brock Westmoreland in 3rd, Ethan Eckert in 4th, and here comes the 94 of Flyle in 5th, now 3rd. Jack Shack back to the front, but it's all gonna come down to a green flag stop if we stay green. Right now, 2 by 2, Brock is clear, he's gonna go down. Brock Westmoreland to the point here. That opens the door for Flyle. Brock and Flyle a little bit loosey-goosey there here in the front. Man, I'll tell you what, Ron Morris has put together a great race here tonight in the 24. He is just biding his time here on the bottom. But hopefully he doesn't get buried any farther back than this. Flyle to the point here. Paul Flyle looking stout here. Here comes the Jack Shack Toyotas there in the middle. The 2 Logan York. Where did he come from? All the way on the top with, it looks like GM Brown and Tucker McClendon. And he might be working with those guys here tonight. Logan York to the point. He's going to clear middle. He might clear all the way down. Oh, he gets his teammate clear as well. Man, it was a little bit of a late move down for GM Brown, but he was clear. And GM Brown, Logan York out of nowhere here to the front. Man, I'll tell you what, this is some exciting racing. That third lane is providing these drivers a chance to get all the way from the back to the front in a hurry and to clear the bottom and the middle lanes. I mean, it's happened a couple times here tonight. Logan York in a drag race with the 0-0 of Josh Giambrone for the lead. 7 laps to go here at Talladega. Things are heating up in the Dega Pro Little Guys Series, season number 6. This is the opener. I'm on the edge of my seat. Tucker McClendon 3 wide up there with the 8 of Chase Mastretta. Logan York now being pushed by the 23 of Chris Walker. Tucker McClendon making a comeback here on the top side for Blind Squirrel Racing. You can just see them, all these cars fanning out here. But I'll tell you what, you're going to want to make your move to the bottom if you can, because if not, you're going to have to pit from that second lane. And sometimes that causes some issues for these drivers, especially some new ones. You're going to have to call out pitting from that second lane. Easier to pit from the bottom, but I get it. You're going to want to pit from as close to the front as you can to keep your track position, because it's going to be the money stop. 6 laps to go here as the race is on. Number 2, the 0-0. Here comes Devin Ray in the 2. Tucker McClendon right now all by himself in that third lane. No helpers for him. Is anyone going to jump out? Probably not right now, as he side drafts the 71 for position. And you got to watch that net code right there. We stay, well, with 3 wide action. Somebody else jumped up there with Tucker. It looks like it's the 12 of Ethan Eckert. He needs to fight his way back up to the front. Ron Morris Jr. now fading just a little bit late. 5 laps to go. It'll be interesting to see who decides to come to pit road first. I'm pretty sure we do have to pit one more time, but they're not racing like it right now. 3 wide. There goes Logan York to the bottom. The 0-0, man, he got out of it. I'm not sure if he was scared by that block. We're 3 wide, 4 wide now. 4 wide, Flyle in the middle. He's all by himself. We are going to have a wreck. There goes Devin Ray. There goes Ethan Eckert. Brock Westmoreland involved. Man, Ron Morris, the 8th, Flyle's involved. Jared, oh my God. The big one here at Talladega Super Speedway with only 5 laps to go. Heavy damage to Ron Morris Jr. You see the front of his Trump Chevrolet Camaro, and unfortunate for Ron Morris Jr. as the big one strikes here with under 5 laps to go now. And that changes everything. And we're going to go back here and show you what happened here. And we'll have to back that up a little bit more. You see Devin Ray getting way out of shape. Not sure what got him out of shape. Man, unfortunate here for a lot of these drivers. Well, here's what happened. You're going to see Paul Flyle, the 94. Back this up a little bit more. And that 0-0 Giambrone, he is going to get a little out of shape and go underneath the apron. He wants his spot back, so he's going to come up. Paul Flyle doesn't want to give it back to him, so it's going to be 4 wide right here. Great shot. The 0-0, the 94, the 2, and the 12, all 4 wide. And just not much real estate right there. And it looks like Paul Flyle is going to get in to the right side of Devin Ray, almost into the 2. Devin looks like he's under control here, but here's where everything went wrong. Paul Flyle is going to get in the left quarter panel of Devin Ray, the 2. That's going to send him up the track into Ethan Eckert and to Evan Carlban. He's going to come back down the track, try to save it. And that's going to collect Brock Westmoreland, Chase Mastretta, Flyle, who started this carnage. And it's going to be a little checkup on back. Here comes Devin Ray back up the track into the 29 of Young. Ron Morris Jr. has nowhere to go. He's going to come down the track, and Mastretta lose his front bumper. Man, Bobby Forbes involved, hits Devin Ray. Velicky involved. Oh my God, just pure carnage here. And just not what you wanted to see for a lot of these drivers to start their season. We're going to go back live here. And up front, it's going to be Landon Velicky of OSM, Richard Elliott in second, Logan York in third, Tucker McClendon in fourth, Josh G. Ambrone in fifth. So lucky for those guys, in the right place at the right time. And it's possible we are heading to a green-white checkered finish. But that remains to be seen here. So heavy damage. I'll tell you what, right now practically half the field on pit road. We'll see if we can get a shot of pit lane right now. A lot of cars getting damaged fixed. As you see Landon Velick here, he might be saving some fuel. Not sure. Not sure how close these guys were on making it during the green flag run here. We see your leader on the apron going really slow, trying to maybe save some fuel for these last couple laps of this race. And you'll see out from his windshield a lot of cars that were fixing damage coming back on the racetrack now. High above here at Talladega Super Speedway. There's the infield here. As we have 3 laps to go, 2 laps to go when we get to the line. And it's on for who is going to lock them in first here for the Dega Pro Little Guy Series. Devin Ray says was fun anyway. And all you can do is laugh here. Bad luck strikes here for Devin Ray. But he's got a teammate up there. It's Chris Walker. You see him in, I believe that's 6th place. Chris Walker for JSR. So JSR still has a shot at this one. And we're going to run you through your top 10 right now with the 62 up front, Landon Velicky. Richard Elliott on the outside front row, the 02. It's going to be actually Logan York here on the bottom in third. Tucker McClendon in fourth. 00 on the screen. That's going to be 49, usually of Josh Ambrone. Chris Walker on the outside there for JSR. Aubrey Thompson. Tyler Vickery. Jared Haynes, and Joey Galati. Those are going to be your top 10 as we get back green here in just a second. Richard Elliott, I spoke about him earlier. I told you he's going to be there at the end, and here he is in the 02. And can he get the job done here tonight? If I'm not mistaken, this will be our first attempt at a green-white checkered. Don't quote me on that, but I believe this is our first attempt at that. The pace car is coming down pit road. The 62 and the 02, they're going to lead us to green. Two to go when we hit the line. It's for all the marbles here. As the green flag is back out, who is going to win week number 1 for the Dega Pros Little Guys Series Season 6? Is it going to be Landon Velicky, Richard Elliott, Logan York? The race is on here, 2 by 2, here in turn number 1. We take the white flag. It will be an official race. Landon Velicky right now, he's going to lead. It's Logan York, he's trapped there in second. Richard Elliott trying to get to the door. Logan, he does. Getting a great push from Chris Walker. If the 02 has it, will he take it? He might take it. He is clear right now down the Alabama Gang super stretch. He takes it in front of the 62. That opens the door for Chris Walker, who almost had a victory last night in McCullough Motorsports at Daytona. Man, this is going to be a great finish here tonight. Landon Velicky, he is now second in the bottom, trapped a little bit to 23, Chris Walker. He's in a drag race right now with Richard Elliott to the line. But it's all that matters is who is going to lead on the last lap. The white flag is out. 1 lap to go here at Talladega Super Speedway. We are now 3 wide. There goes Aubrey Thompson all the way to the 3rd lane. 3 wide. Oh no, Chris Walker, he's going to get hung out to dry here in no man's land. Oh, Richard Elliott hooked. by Landon Veliky. I'll tell you what, he is not going to be happy about that. Landon Veliky, now your leader. Logan York's going to split him. He's going to go to the middle. That opens up the door for Aubrey Thompson here in the third lane. We are in a drag race 3x3 here at Talladega. Aubrey Thompson getting pushed by Jared Haynes. How good of a push is that? There goes Veliky. Tucker McClendon in it. Oh, we have a huge wreck. It's now going to be a 5-horse race to the finish. Logan York right now in the driver's seat with Josh Giambrone pushing him. Logan York in the 2. It looks like it's going to be the checkers for him, and it is. Logan York will be your winner here at Talladega for week number 1 of season 6. As Logan York will head to victory lane in a thriller over Josh Giambrone and Aubrey Thompson. An excellent job by Logan York. He made all the right moves on the backstretch. Chaos ensued behind. He had the right pusher at the right time in Josh Giambrone. And Aubrey Thompson had no help there to get to the side of the 2. He'll have to finish in 3rd place here tonight. Chris Walker, unfortunate run for him. He just had no help. He has got in the sucker hole. You see the 2 very excited about the win here tonight. And rounding out your top 5 is David Flanagan. And I'll tell you what, this race had it all from start to finish, but the 2 prevailed, and the 2 is on top of the board as he burns them down here deep in the turn number 1 at Talladega Super Speedway. Josh Giambrone also doing some burnouts. He is a happy camper here tonight. And what a race we had here to start off season number 6. All the fans on their feet, cheering on the 2 of Logan York, or booing him for that matter. But he is having some fun out there, and he's letting everybody have it. Booing him, cheering him, it doesn't matter. Logan York is your winner here tonight. And here are your results. As Logan York is your race winner. Josh Giambrone finishes in 2nd here tonight. Aubrey Thompson in 3rd. Chris Walker 4th. David Flanagan 5th. Ethan Eckert 6th. Great comeback for Ethan. 7th is Tyler Vickery. Chase Mastretta in 8th. Joey Galati 9th. And Richard Elliott, BAR, got spun on the last lap by Veliky. I would assume he is not too thrilled about that. Ron Morris Jr. finishes in 11th. Tucker McClendon 12th. Evan Carlbon 13th. Jared Haynes 14th. Landon Veliky, and that might have been a karma spin for him. That he'll finish in 15th for One Stop Motorsports. Adam Young in 16th, Brock Westmoreland in 17th, Paul Fleil in 18th, Nathan Rossesel in 19th, and Mark Vondell in 20th. Timmy Lewis Jr. finishes in 21st here tonight. Devin Ray for Jack Shack KSR 22nd. Bobby Forbes finishes in 23rd. Heath Joe, bad luck early, finishes in 24th. Jonathan Herbert in 25th here tonight. And in the 26th position, Danny Barnes. Brandon Meese, 27th. And rounding out your field here tonight was Ryan Peterson. But all the victory goes to Logan York here tonight. And we'll try to get a word with your top 3 of Logan York, Josh Giambrone, and Aubrey Thompson. Logan York in the waiting room as we wait for a couple others here tonight. We will take a quick break here from Talladega Superspeedway. And we'll come back with your top 3. Back here at Talladega Super Speedway as we await our top three here. And Logan York is well in victory lane. And man, I'm catching my breath from that last lap. It was a great race here tonight, won by Logan York. We'll have to see actually what happened here on the last lap. But chaos ensued here, I'll tell you that, on the last lap. We're going to rewind it just a little bit before we bring the top three here into the booth. A lot happening here. I'd actually like to find, if I can, Richard Elliott. And like I said, he cannot be too happy with where he finished here tonight. Getting turned on the last lap is never fun. We've all been there before. And we're going to back it all the way up to the beginning of what started all this. And here you see it. And we're going to put this in slow motion as he landed Veliky there, pushing Richard Elliott here on the last lap. Richard Elliott in the driver's seat. You see Chris Walker there in the middle in the 23 falling back, and it's going to be a bad push here by the 62, and it's going to hook the 02 coming out of turn number 2. Man, I'll tell you what, I've been in that position so many times, getting hooked out of turn number 2, and poor Richard Elliott here tonight. We go back up here on the last lap. We're going to spread 3 wide. You see Tucker McClendon's going to go 3. He's going to try for the split. Great move there. Watch Logan York make the move. He's going to go down. Landon Veliky's going to follow him down. Here comes Giambroni to the back bumper of the 02. As you see all the other cars come into the screen here, and this is where chaos begins. Logan York's going to make a great move to the middle. Giambroni's going to follow him. Here comes Aubrey Thompson on the top with Jared Haynes. And I'll tell you what, I thought Aubrey Thompson for a second was going to be in the catbird seat up here on the top. Man, we are 3 wide right here. And this is where I believe things start getting squirrely. The 661, he's going to come up the track. Now he's going to come down the track just a little bit. There goes Jared Haynes. You could see a lot of guys, Tucker McClendon, getting pushed into the guy in front. So getting a little squirrely here are all these cars. Tucker's going to come down and door Landon Veliky, the 62. He's going to come back up, get into the 7 of Haynes. He's going to get spun again there by Walker. So a miscue there by Tucker McClendon. And that's going to send all these guys right here and end their race. You see Tyler Vickery's hood come completely off. A lot of damage there for Tucker McClendon. And we go back up front here, and you'll see the finish. It's Logan York. And just nothing that Aubrey Thompson could do. As we are going to get a word here with our top 3. And it looks like Aubrey Thompson not here in the booth. So we are going to go right to your runner-up for the night. That's Josh Giambroni. Josh, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
It's going good, man. Well, an excellent start here tonight in season number 6, week number 1 for the Little Guys series. Not sure, it might have been working here with Logan York tonight. And, man, tell us about the last lap. It was pretty chaotic, but you did a great job sticking to the 2's bumper and getting yourself a second-place finish here tonight.
Yeah, man, it was very chaotic. We were trying to get Tucker in there too because me, Logan, and Tucker are a new team here now, and we were trying to keep him with us, but we couldn't. Stuff went bad, but I stayed on his bumper and pushed him till I couldn't no more.
Well, that you did, and you did a great job. A great team player here tonight, and kind of walk us through the race. It looked like I wasn't sure there at the end if. Before the last caution, if everyone could make it without one more green flag stop, but we did get the caution. Were you guys low on fuel? Were you going to have to make another stop, or were you able to stretch it to the end?
We actually were like 0.3. We were able to make it. We were like 0.3 over, but we just took it just because we didn't want to have to pit on the last one, and so we decided to we could and not have to risk it.
Well, you guys did a great job here tonight, a newly formed team, and I'll tell you what, Team PGR has been on top of the series now the last 2 seasons, but it looks like there's a new team in charge. Logan York now guaranteed in the championship race, and a great start for you in the points. Is the next goal to get to the top of the podium, in the next few races so you can lock yourself in? Is that kind of what you're thinking? And then, get into that championship race and really working together there.
Yeah, of course. We're going to try to get me and Tucker locked in there next race and the race after that, and we're going to go from there. And we're just going to push our hardest and try our best.
Well, Josh, you did a great job here tonight. It was a pleasure to watch you up here in the booth, boss. But before we let you go, is there anyone you want to thank and or shout out?
Yeah. Shout out to probably Band Group. That's our racing team. Shout out to Tucker. Sorry he couldn't make it up there in the top 3 with us, but we'll get him up there next week.
Awesome, Josh. Well, guess what? Go celebrate this with your team, man. Great racing here tonight, and hopefully talk to you soon, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Well, that was your runner up here tonight, Josh G. Ambroni, and sure enough, he was working with the man that we're going to bring up into the booth. He was your race winner here tonight for week number 1 of the Little Guy Series, season number 6. It's everyone's favorite driver, the 2, Logan York. How you doing, bud?
I'm pretty good. How are you, Michael?
I am not too bad, man. A lovely Monday evening here. Great night of watching some pretty good racing. Walk us through the whole race. What'd you think of it?
Yeah, it was pretty good. That little caution we had, I think it was like lap 10 or something, made a interesting pit strategy because we had to kind of save a lap to make it on one more stop. And we kind of thought, I'm kind of surprised those people that pit a lap before us were able to make it all the way because we were grasping at straws to try to save as much fuel as we could, and we were about a lap to the good at the end there. But yeah, what ended up happening with us is I guess something happened in the back and Tucker fell back, so we went back to pick him up, and we figured since we're already back there anyway, we'll try to see how far we can get with a run with just the 3 of us, and it ended up with us getting to the front. Well, me and Josh getting to the front, and then they wrecked behind us, and we were able to kind of keep that and roll with it.
Well, you did a great job, and I'll tell you what, you got a little new team formed here in the Dega Pro Little Guys Series, and what do you got to say for your teammates here tonight? Josh Giambroni did a great job. Tucker McClendon as well. He had a chance there on the last lap. It looks like you got a nice little 3-man horse here to try to get yourselves a championship this season. Talk with me a little bit about your chemistry with your 2 teammates here tonight.
Yeah, I've been running with them for a pretty good amount of time now. Our team name is probably Band Group, so I thought it was pretty fitting. We kind of run together whenever they have time to. I've been trying to, I guess, work with them a little bit on maintaining lines and stuff, and just to see us see what we can do when we're all at the front and see the success that we had there. Just, of course, brings team morale up, and just I think it's a good precedent to set for future races.
Yeah, it sure is, and I'll tell you what, man, you made the move to win the race there on the backstretch when you went to the middle lane, and that just about did it. Once chaos ensued kind of behind you guys, it was a 5-horse race, and you had a teammate behind you, and nothing better to see than that. And obviously Aubrey Thompson made a good run there, but just having no help to push there. You got the win again. I believe you did that again last season and locked yourself in early, and you're gonna be coasting here to the championship race, but. Great job racing here tonight. We do have the PGR SummerSlam 499 coming up here in a couple weeks. Hope to see you in it. Very good driver, very capable of winning that race. It's Logan York. But before we let you go here tonight, anyone you want to thank and or shout out?
Yeah, I want to thank you for broadcasting. I want to thank John Moore for putting the race on. I want to thank my teammates, Tucker McClendon and Josh Giambroni. And I want to thank everyone that shows up to the races and watches and makes them possible.
Well, we appreciate that, boss. You go celebrate that victory here, and we'll hope to talk to you again soon.
Thank you so much.
And that was your race winner. It's everyone's favorite driver, the 2 of Logan York. He gets it done with his newly formed team here tonight. Josh G. Ambroni gave him the big assist that he needed. Aubrey Thompson in 3rd, Chris Walker in 4th, David Flanagan, your top 5. So new sheriff, new team on top here in the Dega Pro Little Guys Series. And what an opener we had here in week number 1. And I'm sure John Ward very happy with this race and the turnout that he had. 28 drivers to start this one. And, man, it's a great sight there. Hopefully we can get some more in next week. There is always time. You only need a race win. And if you want to keep racing here and you want to get in some of this action, I suggest coming out next week and racing and giving yourself a shot at a big payday here in the championship race at the end of this season. But we will turn I believe we will turn to tomorrow night. As you see Logan York there celebrating here at the end of tonight's race. But we're going to take you high up here. The Goodyear blimp, you see Logan York from earlier tonight, burning them down. But we are going to turn the page to tomorrow night. I believe it will be a recruitment race, money race, put on by PGR eSports. And that'll be a recruitment race for what you see on the bottom left of your screen, the SummerSlam 499. That'll take place on Saturday, July 27th and Sunday, July 28th. So 2 weekends from now, the biggest race of the summer, that is the SummerSlam 499. So tomorrow night, PGR eSports will host a race in place of Ron Morris Racing. He will be a couple weeks off before his new season starts the first week of August. On Thursday night, the Intimidator Super Speedway Series for PGR eSports. They'll be in a Gen 6 car right here at Talladega Super Speedway. And then I believe McCullough Motorsports, they'll be hosting races all weekend long. And their new team event will be on well, not a new team event, but they're moving their team event from Saturdays to Sundays. So hopefully all you drivers can get in that. John Ward, Dega Pros, they'll be hosting a lot of money races, pot races over there. So always some money racing to get involved with. But what a night it was here in the Dega Pro Little Guys Series. Nice to have a great crowd turnout here, not only at Talladega, but also on the broadcast. And yet again, your race winner, Logan York. What a great night for him. But it was a fun night for me as well. I look forward to calling the entire season. And until next time, for myself, Michael Triscaro here at PGR eSports, we'll all see you later.